Okay, welcome back to Gaijin Hideout. I'm Jeff. I'm a streamer that loves Monster Hunter, and we are back with the Monster Hunter Wilds Director's Letter for May. Sort of surprised me. I wasn't sure if we were going to get one before this next update that's coming out, but we did, and I think I skimmed it briefly. It looks like it's covering the Street Fighter update and also the some details about Title Update 2 as well. So let's go ahead and just read through this and let's get an idea of what we can expect. I've got some questions about the Street Fighter collab, and then we really don't have any info, or we didn't, about Title Update 2. So here we go. Hello, hunters. This is Yuya Tokuda, the director of Monster Hunter Wilds. I'd like to express my deepest gratitude to everyone who has played our game. As previously announced, the version 1.011 update is planned to release on May 28th, bringing an abundance of new features and changes to the game, including a collaboration with Street Fighter 6. Not Dragon's Dogma 2. Still kind of bummed about that, but that was probably always Cope on my behalf. With version 1.011, Title Update 2, and subsequent title updates, we want to provide more great content for you to enjoy, as well as make various adjustments to make Monster Hunter Wilds even more fun to play. I hope you'll check out each update as it's released. Street Fighter 6 Special Collaboration. This special collaboration features equipment that will prepare you for any fight from the wilds to the streets, as well as a new challenger to the game, Akuma. To the streets. Okay, here's the item. So we get the item. Looks like there's a couple different items we can use. Interesting. These look new. Included in the collaboration equipment are the Akuma full armor set and Akuma layered armor. When you have either equipped, 3 items will be added to the item bar: assisted combo Akuma, drive impact, and go Hadouken. Note, the full armor set grants extra bonuses to these Akuma attacks. Interesting. Now, I'd like to go into a little more detail about assisted combo, Akuma drive, and drive impact. Assisted combo Akuma. This attack can be selected from the item bar consecutively to pull off a combo. When performing a combo, you can press triangle or circle to activate different moves. Oh, okay. So you select the... I guess you select it from the item bar, but you use the buttons to actually execute the combo moves. That's what I was concerned about, was are we just going to be spamming using the item itself, or how's this going to work? Okay, so just as long as you have that active, then you can do your combos. That's actually pretty sophisticated. So maybe that's actually pretty viable, I guess. Drive impact. Your drive gauge fills over time, and once it's full, a drive impact can be performed. Drive impacts can be activated by selecting the move in the item bar or by holding L2 and pressing R1 during a combo. I guess during this combo. When Akuma's full armor set is equipped, this move will gain an offset effect, and hitting a monster's wound or weak point will activate the Shun Goku Satsu attack that will gain stun properties. This move will gain an offset effect. Oh, okay. Wow. All right. Used skillfully, these actions can be used to slay even the more difficult monsters in the game. All right. You can also add each action to your shortcut menu to make them easier to pull off in the heat of the hunt. Okay. All right. I'm still not sure how I feel about this, but I guess we're going to find out when we play it. I won't dwell on this too much. I want to get to the other details. There's plenty more to discover within this special collaboration, and we hope fans of both series enjoy everything this content has to offer. For more information on this collaboration, please visit... Yeah, we saw that. And we saw that already. Okay. All right. So it's not as gimmicky as I thought it was, because there's combos and stuff. I'm still wondering if this, how this is going to affect the balance of the game, quote unquote. Is this just a fully viable new weapon that they've inserted in? I know it's not a weapon, but does it pair well with other... Is this going to break the game? That's what I'm wondering. Is this going to break the game? Is this just kind of a goofy gimmick for the game? It's just a weird fit overall, in my personal opinion. But we'll see how it goes. It seems like they've thought it out. I'll give it a try. Tonight. We'll go live tonight and try it out. Twitch.tv/Gaijin Hideout, by the way, if you wanna try this out with me tonight in chat. All right, 8-star challenging monsters. All right, here we go. Ooh, are we getting all of them? In version 1.011, tempered 8-star Gore Magala, Ray Dao, Uthduna, New Udra, and Jin Dahad will become available at hunter rank 41 and higher. This will give players options for hunting 8-star tempered monsters other than Arkveld. Yes! Let's go. Finally. We're going to get destroyed by Gore Magala. We're going to get wrecked by Gore Magala. Right now, we've got down no problem at this point. Uthduna. I hope they just make Uthduna more fun at 8 stars. I don't know. New Udra. I'm always looking for more challenging New Udra. I love the New Udra, the higher level of New Udra fights in Jin Dahad. That's going to be a slog, I bet. No, the above tempered monsters will still be available to hunt at 7-star difficulty as well. Okay. All right. Each of these monsters have had various behind-the-scenes adjustments to make them more resilient, such as increased health, resistance to wounding, and tweaks to multiplayer scaling. Ooh, guys, I think, okay, we're going to have some fun on Friday then. Doing group hunts on these. Are they going to be tougher? Tempered Gore Magala is expected to provide a particularly tough challenge to even the best of hunters. Face this formidable beast at your own risk. Okay, all right. We'll give it a shot. Version 1.011 also features numerous improvements to quests. Higher difficulty quests will now appear more frequently as your hunter rank increases. Oh, that's great. I'm in the 200s right now, and sometimes it feels like I gotta really wait for something I care about to spawn. Also, both the spawn rate of quests with multiple monsters and the appearance rate of tempered monsters with higher strength ratings have been increased. Okay, that's good. Title Update 2. All right, let's see. What do you got for me? In Title Update 2, set to release this summer, new monsters, plural, all right, will be introduced into the wilds. Similar to Title Update 1, a new tempered monsters 8-star. Okay. New tempered monsters 8-star. So plural, new. So, okay. I guess we got 2 in the last one. We got Zoshia technically and Mizutsune. But now we're going to have Lagius and something else, right? As well as a new arch-tempered monster will make an appearance. So players should prepare for hunts that are more challenging than ever before. Okay, we will... Oh, boy. We will be preparing. Damn. All right. Okay. Furthermore, even stronger monsters are also planned to be added in later updates. Even stronger. All right. Damn. Is that okay? Well, that's good to know. So there's another monster that they're adding besides just Laggy and Arch Tempered. I hope it's New Udra. New Udra Arch Tempered's gonna go nuts, dude. Jin Dahad would be cool too. Uthduna, I'm open to Uthduna being good. You know, if they can improve. I just don't like. It could just be because I main dual blades. Maybe when I switch over to Greatsword, which I'm doing tomorrow, I'll have a different opinion on some of these monsters. But balance adjustments. As mentioned in the previous director's letter, we will be implementing various player-centric balance adjustments in version 1.011 and Title Update 2. First, in version 1.011, the hammer, hunting horn, gun lance, light bowgun, and heavy bowgun all had various adjustments made. Damn. Okay. Good to know. So I'm... All right. Well, I haven't started trying to main any of those yet. So hopefully... whenever I get around to maining those... I'm part of the challenge of this channel, by the way, if you don't know, is I'm trying to... master all of the 14 different weapons, or at least get good enough with them to beat the toughest monsters in the game with each of them. Also, certain aspects for gun lance and Ardean weapons have been increased. Okay. While some weapons have had certain parameters adjusted downward, other parameters have been adjusted upwards, and viewed in totality, I think you will find that all weapon types have had their possibilities expanded. So I encourage you to give them a try for yourself once the update is out. I wonder if that's going to affect dual blades or anything else. For further details about these adjustments, please view the update summary. Oh, did we get an update summary? Let's look at that. Major additions and changes. How big can we make this? Okay. Akuma only actions. 5 more tempered monsters have been added to the game. Jindahad, yep. Higher difficulty quests should now appear more frequently as your higher rank increases. Increase the spawn rate of quests with multiple monsters. Increase the appearance rate of tempered monsters with higher strength ratings. Increase the appearance rate of all tempered monsters excluding Uthduna. Okay. I guess Uthduna was appearing frequently enough. Added a feature that lets you preview the endemic life you've captured by talking with Ferdinand, located in the Windward Plains base camp. Okay. All right, we're getting somewhere. New armor, talismans, and skills have been added. New pendants and stickers have been added. New pendants and stickers have been added. Damn, okay. Hunter and Palico full armor sets have been added. New outfits for Alma the Handler have been added. Collab-themed outfits have their own unique animations. New gestures have been added. Okay. Anything else? Added new backgrounds, poses, nameplates, and titles to hunter profiles. Okay. Okay, maybe I'll change my hunter profile. An aquatic life page has been added to hunter profiles. An aquatic life category has been added to the hunter profile widgets. Okay. The frequency of notifications that appear while in field has been decreased. That's probably for the best. Updates that show up in the environment overview have been adjusted to display only high priority targets. You can now use the rest feature in your tents in Suja and the Grand Hub. Perfect. We can force the respawns without needing to leave the Grand Hub. Bug fixes and balance adjustments. Ooh. Bases and facilities. Fixed an issue that prevented changing tabs in the wish list at the smithy. Using the rest feature in your tent will now repair all destroyed pop-up camps. That's cool. Oh, that's nice. Fixed an issue where some barrel bowling objects wouldn't respawn if you started the minigame immediately after rolling a barrel bowling bomb. Barrel bowling rewards will now have a chance to include a free meal voucher from the various regions. Okay. I think before it was just the general voucher, right? Fixed an issue where the Divas background music would continue to play longer than intended. Added a new chat notification where when accepting a quest in private lobbies or squad lobbies. Okay. An option to manually switch text channels was added to the voice chat auto toggle settings in the options. Fixed an issue that caused Mizutsune's humming theme to not appear in the change background music settings. Fixed an issue where material retrieval requests and item trade options would not refresh when they should. I might have experienced that a few times. Okay. Missions. Okay. These are fixed an issue with the Chatakava request wouldn't start. Okay. These are all for the story here. Just little tweaks. Fixed an issue where selling Uthun in the assignment wouldn't complete the quest. Yeah. Monsters. Improved visibility by adjusting the transparency effect for large monsters that appear close to the camera. Interesting. Let's see how this affects Gore Magala. Let's see how this affects Gore Magala, I guess. Monsters resistant to paralysis now gain more paralysis resistance each time the element is triggered on them. Now gain more paralysis resistance each time the element is triggered on them. Oh, so you can't spam it anymore, I guess. Fixed an issue where Jindad would unintentionally fall out of the area. I haven't seen that yet. That would have been funny. Fixed an issue where a player's attack would not hit a monster's weak point if a tear was present when the weak point was exposed. If a tear was present when the weak point was exposed. Is that what was happening to me? I wonder. Would not hit a monster's weak point if a tear was present when the weak point was exposed. I don't know. I feel like on Arch-Tempered Radau, I was like directly hitting his weak point after this cannon attack, and it just wouldn't proc sometimes. But I could have just been like, I just assumed it was like a weird hitbox issue. Fixed an issue where certain Blenganga attacks would not register stun values. Fixed an issue where the size of a monster in the Wounded Hollow would change when fast traveling to and from the locale. Okay, well, RIP Crown Hunters. Fixed an issue where flying monsters would get stuck on pop-up camp locations. Okay. I don't know if he got stuck, but I remember Arch-Tempered Radau followed me back to a camp at one point. Interesting. Endemic life. Reduced the amount of guild points earned from capturing certain aquatic life. Increase the amount of guild points earned. Reduce the amount of guild points earned from capturing certain aquatic life. Increase the amount of guild points earned from capturing certain rare whoppers. Fix an issue where some endemic life wouldn't disappear after being captured. Increase the appearance rate for gold, crown size esconite, and grand esconite. This needed to happen. Oh my god, dude, this needed to happen. What the hell? Dude, that was so hard to get, the grand esconite. I gave up after catching the grand esconites. I didn't bother with those like larger fish that you have to find and stuff. I completed the side quest, but I know there's like certain achievements and stuff. I just didn't want to fish anything else after that. Killed my vibe. Fixed an issue where the honey in area 8 of the ruins of Bavaria couldn't be gathered with Slinger. Oh my god, there's so much here. Oh my gosh, okay. All right, player, general. Fixed a visual issue that occurred when resetting hunter profile edits. Increased certain properties for the Ardian Cannon 1, Ardian Cannon 2, and Ard Genesis gun lance. I'm not a gun lance guy, so I wouldn't be able to speak on that. Added an option that lets you toggle slinger aiming on off when your weapon is sheathed. Ooh, okay, interesting. Fix an issue when recovering stamina. The time left until your stamina would begin to deplete naturally would not reset properly. The time left until your stamina would begin to deplete naturally would not reset properly. Okay. Fix an issue where using the hook slinger to activate the survival expert skill would allow players to recover health repeatedly. Oh god, I didn't even know that. I didn't even know I could take advantage of that. Fix an issue where skills that activate when the player is wet would not activate correctly under certain conditions. Okay. Rocksteady Mantle now fully negates stun. Damn. I have never used the Rocksteady Mantle. Item use, or I did, and it went disastrously, I think, actually. Item use inputs are now prioritized after exiting the Sacred Pouch menu. Fixed an issue where follow-up damage would not register correctly for certain weapon types while having the Corrupted Mantle equipped. What? Follow-up damage would not register correctly for certain weapon types while having the Corrupted Mantle equipped. I wonder if that affected me as a dual blades user. Fixed an issue where gestures couldn't be used for a certain period after climbing up a ledge. Fixed an issue where the hunter would sometimes freeze during the leaping motion. Fixed an issue where sneak attacks performed in the Wounded Hollow would sometimes not deal normal damage. Fixed an issue that allowed you to take an extra mantle into a quest by performing specific actions. Resting will now reset the cooldown for all mantles. Other minor fixes and related adjustments have been made for all weapon actions. Okay. Oh, and there's more. Oh, wait. Resting will now reset the cooldown for all mantles. Wait, that's good. No. That's good. That's good. I could have used that in the Arc-Tempered Raidal fight. Okay. Yeah, most of these I didn't notice, actually, so that's pretty good. Greatsword fixed an issue where guarding immediately after turning would not properly block attacks. Well, that's good, because I'm starting Greatsword on Wednesday. I'm starting to learn Greatsword, so. Longsword fixed an issue where if a wound was destroyed during the multi-hit sequence of Spirit Helmbreaker, subsequent hits would not register. Oof, that kind of sucks. Sword and Shield fixed an issue where performing a focus strike with the sword and shield on certain terrain would cause the player to continuously slash while falling for several seconds. Fixed an issue where Arch-Tempered Raidal wouldn't topple even after landing focus strike on a weak point. Dual Blades fixed an issue where a sliding slash could not be canceled. Oh. Interesting. Is sliding slash... Let me see. Sliding slash... Dual Blades. I forget the names of my own attacks. Is that just... Is that just when you're going down the hill? Because I feel like that activates out of nowhere. I can't fight Raidal properly. It's necessary due to the sliding move keeps on triggering every goddamn slope and puts me out of position. Yeah, okay, it's what I'm thinking of. Okay, yeah, no, wait, that's really good, because like that was miserable. Sometimes fighting Raidal or whatever, I'd be on a slope and I'd accidentally press like circle while running just to close the gap a little bit, but then I would remember I was on a slope and I would just be stuck sliding. And Yeah, I don't think you could cancel it. So, all right, sweet. Fixed an issue where demon mode attacks could be performed even after exiting demon mode. Really? I didn't know about that. I thought that was just part of Archdemon mode at that point. I don't know. I didn't pay attention to that. Hammer. Whoa, look at what they did to Hammer. The overall power of attacks has been increased. Element scaling for charge shot and overhead smash has been increased. You can now evade while readying an upswing attack. The responsiveness of actions performed while charging has been improved, and sliding has been made easier to perform. Enlarged the hitboxes for upswing and sneak attacks. The cancel timing for Focus Blow Earthquake is now slightly earlier. Fixed an issue where selecting an item for the custom radial menu would not automatically use the item after sheathing your weapon. Well, good for them. Good for Hammer mains. I have some affection for Hammer. I look forward to when I'm able to learn it in this game. That was the first weapon I ever mained in a Monster Hunter game was Hammer. So glad to see they're getting it right. Hunting Horn, Echo Bubble, Performance, and Focus Strike. Reverb damage has been increased. Encore damage has been significantly increased. The cancel timings for Encore and Offset Melody are now slightly easier. Tone down the visual effects of echo bubbles to improve visibility during a hunt. Okay, when I eventually get to Hunting Horn, which will be probably the last one because I did so bad at it, I will, it's good to know. Gunlance. The overall power of attacks and element scaling has been increased. Elemental values and crit rate now applied to the consecutive hit damage of Wormstake Cannon. Adjusted the power of shelling. I've used Gunlance, by the way, but I don't know. I don't know the details on this yet, but this seemed like a kind of more complex weapon, so I'm glad we're getting updates or adjustments before I get to it. Adjusted the power of shelling. Increased the attack power scaling for slightly weak and below, and decreased it for slightly strong and above. Increased the attack power scaling for the long shelling type Wormstake Cannon. Slightly decreased the attack power scaling of Wormstake Full Blast, while significantly increasing it for Burst Fire. Fixed an issue where the number of hits from Wyvern's Fire varied depending on the frame rate settings. Okay. Insect Glaive. Improved the behavior of Kinsects so they fly more accurately in the aimed direction when using Kinsect Harvest Extract. That's probably good. Fixed an issue where hitboxes would not function properly when chaining into a strong rising slash combo from certain attacks. Fixed an issue where ailments would not be applied by Kinsect attacks despite meeting the conditions. Fixed an issue where charging your Kinsect consecutively could prevent some of its attacks from hitting monsters. All right. Light Bowgun. Normal ammo has been increased. The amount of rapid fire gauge consumed while using normal ammo in rapid fire mode has been decreased. The amount of rapid fire gauge recovered while using pierce ammo has been decreased. Spread ammo damage has been decreased. The critical range of spread ammo has been extended. The damage of rapid chaser shots last shot with spread ammo has been increased. The amount of rapid fire gauge recovered while using spread ammo has been increased. Jeez. I said light bowgun, right? I didn't say long bowgun. I say long bowgun sometimes by mistake. Oh my gosh, what did they do? The cancel timing for spread ammo is now slightly earlier. The recoil distance of spread ammo has been reduced. The maximum number of hits from elemental ammo has been decreased. Elemental ammo damage has been decreased. The amount of rapid fire gauge consumed while using elemental ammo in rapid fire mode has been decreased. Sticky ammo damage has been increased. Sticky ammo stun value has been increased. The cancel timing for sticky ammo is now slightly earlier. The maximum number of hits from dragon ammo has been increased. Wait, actually, I know what that means. That's good, I think. If we get more dragon ammo. For the one time I tried light bowgun, heavy bowgun. Whoa, similar number. Okay, the guns are the guns needed tweaking, huh? Normal ammo damage has been increased. The amount of ignition gauge recovered while using pierce ammo has been increased. Spread ammo damage has been increased. The critical range of spread ammo has been extended. The amount of ignition gauge recovered while using spread ammo has been increased. The maximum number of hits from elemental ammo has been decreased. Elemental ammo damage has been decreased. Sticky ammo damage has been increased. Sticky ammo stun value has been increased. Adjusted the cancel timing for sticky ammo to be earlier. Slicing ammo damage has been increased. Wyvern Piercer ignition damage has been increased. And the maximum number of hits from dragon ammo has been increased. Wow. Okay, good. I mean, it's a lot of stuff. I don't know. Man. Well, I'll talk about this. I'll talk about all these changes in a second. Bo fixed an issue where charging could not be performed after applying coatings while in aim/focus mode. Fixed an issue where some of the damage for power shot would not display. Where charging could not be performed after applying coatings while in aim/focus mode. Oh, okay. I don't know if I noticed that. Fixed an issue where some of the damage for power shot would not display during combos using pierce coating. Fixed an issue where the knockback animation from being hit could be overridden if you fired the bow at the same time. Damn, bow is broken. Still is really good. Skills. Added supplemental information to descriptions for damage-related skills such as bludgeoner. Okay. Fixed an issue where the maybe it's like less vague. Now we have to guess less about the values changing behind the scenes and stuff. I don't know. Fixed an issue where the effects of the skill maximum might would not deactivate properly. Really? Fixed an issue where the slugger skill would not increase the stun effect of sticky ammo. Fixed an issue where the values for the skill antivirus was different in certain language versions. I think that was me. I think somebody like I watched a YouTube tutorial for a dual blades build that used antivirus, and I think didn't they say the values were wrong for antivirus? It could have been for something else. Support hunters, I mean, I never used these, but adjusted the performance of Olivia to reflect improvements made to the hammer. All right, fair. Fixed an issue that caused support hunters to be unable to reach certain areas, preventing them from reaching the player. Well, that's kind of important. Fixed an issue that caused support hunters to head toward base camp immediately after fast travel. Sacred. Okay, let's see. Adjusted the positions of the handler and Sacred when fishing. Fixed an issue where changes made in Sacred customization would not be reflected while in the Grand Hub. Fixed an issue where riding the Sacred would allow players to enter certain areas that should not be accessible. Fixed an issue where controls would become unresponsive under certain conditions while riding the Sacred. That might be good. Fixed an issue where player health would not recover after Vigor Wasp delivery or Vigor Wasp revival while riding the Sacred. I'm hoping this is like a good improvement that impacts. I'm hoping this like also includes like the jank way in which the Sacred picks you up sometimes. Sometimes under pressure, I've had to call the Sacred, and it just feels like it's like really hard to steer the second I get on him. I'm kind of all over the place. I've died a few times that way, but I don't know. Handler decreased how often the handler moves around freely in Suja Peaks of Accord. Okay. That's probably for the best. She was going on a lot of mental health walks. Palico adjusted various support moves as follows. Reduced the frequency of Vigor Wasp delivery after receiving boosts. Okay. Reduce the frequency of Pure Wasp delivery. Oh, okay, so are they nerfing Palico? Increase the likelihood of Vigor Wasp delivery if it previously failed to activate. Increase the speed of Vigor Wasp delivery and Pure Wasp delivery. Adjusted Palico behavior so that when Vigor Wasp revival... increased the... Oh, if it previously failed to activate, the likelihood's increased? Okay. Oh, like if you missed it or something? Increase the speed of Vigor Wasp delivery and Pure Wasp delivery. That's good. That's good. We need a little faster. Adjusted Palico behavior so that when Vigor Wasp revival is triggered, other actions are canceled more quickly. Made additional adjustments to Palico actions. Fixed an issue where player health would not recover after a Vigor Wasp revival was activated. Fixed an issue where the Palico would receive a status ailment when Vigor Wasp delivery triggered while the Palico is equipped with a weapon with elemental properties. That's good. Miscellaneous. System. Confirmation window no longer appears after obtaining an item when your item pouch is full. The obtained item is automatically sent to your item box. Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God. Thank God. Thank you. As someone who always has, up until very recently, I always had my pockets full. Oh, thank God. Fixed an issue where cutscenes from earlier in the story would not be added to the gallery. Okay. Revised the error message that appears when attempting to join a private lobby or / squad lobby via the Hunter friend search. Fixed an issue where the exclamation mark icon would not appear in the start menu even after receiving a Hunter friend request / squad invitation. Okay. Improve the visibility of the remaining time of meal effects. The countdown now displays 10 minutes before expiration. Improve the visibility of the remaining time of meal effects. Kind of now displays 10 minutes. Okay. Health and stamina gauges will now remain expanded while the start menu is open, allowing players to view the duration of meal effects, etc. That's a smart adjustment. Fixed an issue where the size of a creature would differ between the endemic life preview and the aquatic life field guide. Okay. Adjusted the icons for various support effects to be more visible. Updated icons related to bases and fast travel locations on the map. Okay. Added a cursor display when changing decorations. All right. Fixed an issue where controls would become unstable in certain areas of the oil well basin. That's important to fix. Fixed an issue that would cause the game to crash due to insufficient VRAM. Ooh, that's good. Steam, VRAM usage has been optimized. Okay, maybe we get fewer crashes. Maybe I get more frames. Maybe I get more frames while streaming. I can only squeak out like mid-30s frames while I'm also streaming. That would be great. Nice. PS5, fixed an issue where PS5 activity progress would sit at 95% even after completing them all. Oh, that's annoying. Fixed an issue where maximum upgrade reach would display for talismans yet to be fully unlocked in the upgrade from the box menu. Are these the only two exclusive ones? Okay. Maximum upgrade reach would display for talismans yet to be fully unlocked in the upgrade from box menu. Okay. I don't think I ever upgraded from box, actually, so I didn't see that. Some messages would display. Okay. Fixed an issue where the messages would display while the game was where some messages would display while the game was paused. Fixed an issue where Arabic text would display from left to right in the DLC menu. Whoopsies. And quests. How much more we got? Quests, other. Oh, we're almost done. Okay. Quests. Fixed an issue where quests of certain difficulties would not appear when searching for SOS flare quests. Fixed an issue where certain quests listed as could not be joined when searching for SOS flare quests. Fixed an issue where Tempered Mizutsune would not appear in the Wounded Hollow. Adjusted 8-star investigation quests and field surveys to now grant higher reward money. All right. Fixed an issue where weapon decorations were being awarded twice in 6-star quest rewards. Going forward with weapon and armor decorations will be awarded separately. I hope that doesn't apply to everything. I quite like the 8-star ones with a ton of weapon and armor decos. Fixed an issue where retrying an arena/challenge quest under certain conditions, where when retrying a arena or challenge quest under certain conditions, the bowgun would not be fully loaded to its maximum capacity. Oh, that sucks. Fixed an issue where completing an arena challenge quest at certain times would register the completion time as 00000 in the rankings. Guys, well, it's good you're fixing it. Fixed an issue where the game would fail to load when departing on an investigation at the same time. Fixed an issue where the game would fail to load when departing on an investigation at the same time as other players, depending on certain departure animations. Oh, that happened to us. That happened to us like recently, I think. That happened to us a few times recently on our Friday night streams where we hunt together. I'm pretty damn sure. That's good to know. Fixed an issue where in a link party of 3 or more, it would become impossible to join a quest created by a member who had set specific quest options if the number of members decreased. Okay. Fixed an issue with the difficulty levels of the monsters that appear in the event quest King of a Faraway Sky and Running Wild. Fixed an issue where the contribution perfect counters would not appear in the results screen after performing an offset attack with the hammer, hunting horn, insect glaive, or heavy bowgun. Oh, weird. Fixed an issue where a lucky voucher could be used after returning from a quest and would then be used up on the next quest that you joined. All right. Other. Fixed an issue where some voice lines would not trigger properly. Fixed various text issues. There's been a few of those. Fixed other miscellaneous issues. All right. All right, well, that's a lot of updates. I gotta say, I think choosing to main a more basic weapon, you might say like the dual blades, less moving parts, if nothing else. I think that was probably the best move to do on launch. So I'm glad I waited until now to switch over to something else. It doesn't seem like there's that much of a change that's coming to dual blades. Some of these are pretty nice quality of life stuff. Hopefully it just makes the game... Hopefully this just overall adds up to making the game feel like it runs a lot better. I'm really curious to see this VRAM, how that VRAM is going to work. So like that VRAM optimization. I hope that really helps the system, or the game run more efficiently. So, all right. Well, moving on. So that was balance adjustments, plus the full update summary. I think I skipped the story missions. You might have seen them there, but I figured we're all kind of past that at this point. But yeah. All right. Title update 2. Also, the Hammer is planned to receive various improvements in Title Update 2 in addition to the adjustments made in this update, including the addition of offset effects for certain attacks and the addition of a follow-up attack including the addition of offset effects for certain attacks and the addition of a follow-up attack upon a successful offset. Man, I really dodged a bullet, like having to... if I'd stuck with Hammer, which was the first weapon I mained in Monster Hunter World, can you imagine? I'd be going through it right now. I'd be learning and then having to relearn it. Oh, man. Other weapons will also receive changes in Title Update 2, such as the dual blades. No! I spoke way too soon. Oh, God. Oh, shoot. Well... I'm moving on from Dual Blades. I've got 200 hours in it, so I guess if I ever come back to it after that update, it's going to be freaking weird. Who knows what they're going to change? No, weapons. I don't know about you guys, but when subtle changes happen, that's what really throws me off. If there's like a big change that were to happen, I think it would almost be maybe like one big change. It would be easier to work with, but like subtle changes, like when I subtly adjust my my gems in like for my dual blades build and stuff like that, it totally throws me off, especially if it's stuff like evade extender. It totally messes up how I play. So that's why I'm complaining a little bit, but whatever. No more whining. No, weapons will continue to receive changes in future updates. All right. Well, this is my first, I'm still pretty new. I didn't start playing Monster Hunter until August of last year. So this is my first time living through a day one, a Monster Hunter from day one. So this is kind of interesting to see what you guys go through normally. Quality of life improvements. We plan to continually improve ease of access to important features and information, as well as the feel of the game with each update. The following are notable improvements that will be implemented in version 1.011. Hunters will be able to rest. Some of this was covered in those updates, I guess, that I just read through. Hunters will be able to rest in the Grand Hub and Suja, Peaks of Accord. Resting restores all destroyed pop-up camps. That's a really good addition, I think. Or pretty good addition. A confirmation window will no longer appear after obtaining an item when your item pouch is full. The obtained item will automatically be sent to your item box. I thank you so much for this, man. Thank you so much for this. That sucked so much getting that constant pop-up window. And now I don't have to worry so much about watching my pockets, about pocket watching. The visibility of the remaining time of the meal effects is improved. The countdown will display 10 minutes before expiration. I don't quite understand what this means, so I'm going to have to see it in the game. But notifications have also been adjusted in version 1.011. Notification frequency in locales has been lowered, and only high priority targets will be displayed in the environment overview. That's fine. Like I don't pay too much attention to any notification that's not Zoshia. In addition, we plan to make it so that active notifications will no longer block the input for opening the map in Title Update 2. That's a good addition. For sure. Improvements are also coming to joining multiplayer quests for private lobbies and squad lobbies. Camera behavior during hunts has also been adjusted. These changes are included in version 1.011 and will continue to be refined in later updates. Camera behavior is good. It could use a little adjustment there. All right, Title Update 2. In addition to the changes discussed in the previous sections, players can look forward to various other improvements in Title Update 2, such as improved Sacred usability, the ability to view skill details in various screens with a single button press, and more. All right. I'm hoping that improved Sacred usability makes it just more reasonable to steer when it first picks you up off the ground in a critical situation. View skill details in various screens with a single button press. That would be nice as well, because I'm still kind of getting confused on those menus. Okay, added features, update version 1.011. As mentioned in the previous director's letter, you will be able to view individual endemic life you captured. Okay, cool. We can nice. We can check it all out. In the Windward Plains, select check endemic life in ecological research to view your creatures and their names. But I got to go to Windward Plains for it. That's okay. As well as the size and weight of fish you caught. You can also favorite creatures so that they'll be kept even if you go over the maximum storage capacity. There's a storage capacity now? Oh, I don't know how I feel about that. What are we going to do with it? I guess we don't do anything with them yet. Title update 2. In version 1.011, the positions and movement for your Sacred and Handler have been adjusted so they do not interfere with gameplay. In addition, a character display toggle is planned to be added to photo mode for title update 2. A character display toggle is planned to be added to photo mode. As well as the option to toggle off the glowing effect on your hunter from skills and items. Okay. Layered weapons are also planned to be implemented in Title Update 2. Let's go. Let's freaking go. We look forward to players getting their hands on this exciting feature. Okay. Other update contents. Game stability improvements. The team continues to identify stability issues and make improvements where possible, especially on the Steam version. Thank you. Appreciate that. Thank you. We need more Steam improvements. This is an ongoing process, and we aim to make continual progress in this area. We got some details here maybe. Version 1.011 also includes optimizations to the VRAM usage and fixed crashes due to insufficient VRAM. More improvements for the Steam version, such as enhanced texture streaming, are planned for future updates. Maybe I'll be able to go up from medium graphics. We will continue to implement performance improvements to provide players the best game experience possible. Yes, please. Game cycle. With the addition of tempered monsters 8-star in version 1.011, the rewards for 8-star investigations and field surveys have been increased. Guild point rewards for fishing have also been rebalanced. Certain whoppers and rare fish have had their rewards increased, while others have had their rewards decreased. Okay. I don't plan on fishing anytime soon. As I mentioned in the monster section, even stronger monsters are planned to be added in future updates. To complement this, a new system will be added where rewards and equipments that allow you to diversify your skill builds, I guess it's supposed to be, can be earned. Rewards and equipments that allow you to diversify your skill builds can be earned. Stay tuned to the official channel for more news. I wonder what that's supposed to mean. That's interesting. I'm going to ask chat about that in Discord, I think. Diversify. A new system where rewards and equipment will allow you to diversify your skill builds can be earned. Is that maybe like gems that can be reused somehow? Something like that? I don't know. Looking ahead, hunters can look forward to steady support of Monster Hunter Wilds with new content and balance changes that make the game even more fun to play. The Street Fighter 6 special collaboration, releasing May 28th with version 1.011, will bring intense brawls with beasts of nature, and we hope to keep introducing content that excites players. Thank you for your continued support for Monster Hunter Wilds. Happy hunting. Yuya Tokuda, Director of Monster Hunter Wilds. Okay. Well, as far as the Street Fighter thing goes, it's a little out of left field. I'm not going to lie. But punching a monster sounds like it could be hilarious and look really dope and feel really fun to do. So I'll just let them cook. You know what? I'll let them cook. I'm new here. I haven't been around for for a day one release before, and I'll let them cook. We'll see how it goes. I've heard people say in the past they were pretty underwhelmed by past Street Fighter, past Street Fighter collabs in other games, but I don't think there was anything this in-depth before, so we'll hear them out. In terms of the updates, that sounds very good. It sounds very good. It's really interesting to see, experience all the bugs on day one and then like everything they have to do to really get it tweaked and figured out right. This really is like a multiplayer game. It does really seem like it does require like it's a single player game, but there's so many different weapons and stuff. And you've got the multiplayer hunting. I see why they do it this way. I wish there was a way you could like get more of this polished from the start. I have a feeling like some polish could have been, some of these tweaks could have been done. Like they could have waited till May to release it maybe and tweaked a lot of it. Because some of these were pretty easy misses that they're fixing. Because didn't they get this out for shareholders, by doing it into February? But, overall, I can see how they would rely on the community to like adjust balance issues, for example, stuff like that. So maybe like they can do like a closed beta of the game at some point for fans. I don't know if that's good, like for the future one, for like a future Monster Hunter. I know they did the open beta, but something where they show the whole game or something, there's got to be some kind of like way you can collaborate with your community and keep everything secret without it getting leaked. That's probably hard to do, but anyways, they all seem like pretty good adjustments. I'm pretty happy with my choices of going with dual blades, keeping it kind of, keeping it kind of simple until things settle down a bit. Sounds like the dual blades are still going to get an update. But I'll have moved on to other weapons by then. So let me know what you think about all of these updates and what you're expecting, both in the update that's coming out today and Title Update 2. Let me know in the comments down below. Definitely subscribe to me on YouTube here. It's free if you want more videos like this. Also check me out at twitch.tv/Gaijin Hideout. I stream Monster Hunter. Right now I stream Monster Hunter Wilds every Wednesday and Friday at 8 p.m. EST. I am currently doing a challenge to master all 14 weapons in Monster Hunter Wilds. I'm moving on from dual blades and starting greatsword tomorrow. And then on Friday, and so I focus on Wednesdays, I focus on learning a new weapon. And on Fridays, it's more of a community night where we do whatever together with chat the whole night. I hunt with chat. We have our own squad, which you can also join in the Discord, which is also linked down below. It has the information for the Monster Hunter squad that we've got. But I will also be going live tonight. I've pretty much decided after reading the details here. I do need to see for myself how the Street Fighter situation is. So after the update, I will go live tonight. It's probably going to be like a few hours after this goes up. So check me out over there. And otherwise, I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.